Did you know that 90% of Kenyans, especially the millennials, would like to build for their parents?
Absolutely.
Dependable brands. Recognizing brands you can depend on.
Hyssop was registered in 2012. Our certificate of registration was done in 2012. In 2012, I was employed somewhere, working for an international bank. The dream, part of what I was doing in a bank was mortgages. And so I had a little bit of experience on how real estate runs. The other motivational factor of why I started Hyssop, because I'm the founder, was I was born landless. So far we have done about 28 projects. We have given 6,450 title deeds. And look at it. Later we realized that about 80 to 90% of the people buying land do not build. And so the question is, why? What is the question? What is the problem? And so today what we do, we have a way of collecting data. Why did our people buy land in the first place? And so we have got a project called Turning Plots into Homes, where once you get the land, we give you the title deed. The journey does not stop there. Actually, the journey starts there. So currently, as we speak, we are doing about 50 houses across the country. That is in Kenya, that is in Nairobi, Nakuru, Nyandarua, and Kisii, where we have branches. So we are doing 50 houses, it's actually 51, because we are breaking ground for one today. So we do land, predominantly 60%. Another 40% of our business is apartments. We have done about 146 units on Kiambu Road, sold off. We are doing 34 apartments in Kisii town. And also, we are now doing what is called turning plots into homes. We are also the only company that have got a very good service delivery called Jengea Mzazi.
Repeat that.
Jengea Mzazi. We call it Jengea Mzazi or Zawadi Mzazi. Did you know that 90% of Kenyans, especially the millennials, would like to build for their parents? In the next 5 years, we want to be across another minimum 3 counties. We are talking about Kilifi, where we have launched already. We're talking about Kisumu, where we are launching a good project. And above that, we want to have done at least 1,000 houses for both parents on Jengea Mzazi and turning plots into homes. Land and real estate ownership. 80% of buyers are women. They are both buyers and users. They'll buy and also someone will buy on their behalf. So we gravitate towards women. That's one. Number 2, we gravitate towards the lower middle class. So our land ranges from 500,000, actually 400,000, up to 2 million shillings. That is where most Kenyans' capacity or wallet, what we call wallet capability is. The purchasing power. When we come into apartments, for example, on Kiambu Road, our apartments ranges from 4.6 million up to 9 million Kenyan shillings. So that is the range. Food security and real estate have always been a crash. We have been told that we are subdividing all the fertile land in the country.
Absolutely, that is the notion going around.
That's the notion going around. But usually it is a market mix. It's a market. It's a supply and a demand mix. Because look at it this way: someone has got 1 acre somewhere in Ruiru, which is worth about 50 million, 60 million. How much food can they produce from this particular piece of land? And so we have been advocating for one thing. There is a lot of land, very fertile land, in what we would call the semi-arid areas. I'll give you an example of Galana Kulalu. If you go to Galana Kulalu in Kilifi County, it is more of a semi-arid area. And so what the government needs to do is, with the help of the real estate industry, is provide structures, provide horizontal infrastructure. Let us do boreholes in those areas, because food will do better in those areas. But if you can't come to Nairobi and or go to Nakuru town and push farmers to abandon real estate, and yet a kilo of coffee is 20 shillings. So I don't know how that would play. But as a real estate company, for example, in Malindi, what you're doing in Malindi, we are not selling 50 by 100s. In Malindi, we are selling what we call Hyssop acres. Come buy an acre in Malindi, so we get you a house, and also we can help you with water and all that, so that you can produce your own food around there. Yes, yes. Currently, we have a staff base of 67 very sharp young guys, and those are the permanent staff. And then we have another base, including our lawyers, including our surveyors, including our drivers. So in total, we are clocking 70. And every Wednesday we learn, every Monday we meet. So keep them motivated. We usually chase the idea. We usually consult. We are a very consulting team. Consult, draft a strategy, dissect it, run. That's it. I'll wake up here, I work here, this is all that I do. So hands on. Goal number one, I would like my colleague to earn better. I would like their financial needs to be sorted by the brand. And that can only be by delivering better. That can only be by being efficient. Basically, do business efficiently. That's goal number one. Goal number two, do what we say we'll do. Deliver with integrity. Over time, we have been told that for you to have money, you have to be crooked. I would like to demystify that talk. That there is a whole young crop of realtors. There's a whole young crop of integrity-minded individuals who are running the real estate. That's goal number two. Goal number three is to reach more countries. Yeah, next month we'll be in Canada big time. We have an activation in Canada. We have a big clientele base in the US, and above that, we are launching Hyssop Foundation, because beyond profits, it is the people. It is the people first, then profits. Every twice a year, we build for a needy family across the country. We have done this in Eldam Ravine. We have done this in Kisii, and we are doing a big one in Nakuru. Yeah, we're also building an SDA church in Nakuru from zero. And what we did is give them a piece of land, create an altar. I told you we're a Christian-based business. Create an altar inside one of our projects. Apart from that, we have got the Hyssop Foundation. Hyssop Foundation has got an array. Another big thing is that we want to do boreholes across many semi-arid areas, and we want to start this in a place called Lokichar in Lodwar, where we're going to drill a family drill a well for a whole community there, and we usually do it within the chief center, so that people can draw water from there.